Hi there, welcome to Wellness and Care by Laurie. So today I am with, again, Nesly Ovincy, and we are going to do a harder workout.
Okay.
I know you've had, tell me again, the left knee, you had...
Microfracture surgery.
Okay, so, and is there anything else going on with you?
No, not at all.
Okay, so you're feeling good today?
I'm feeling good, and I'm excited the fact that you have me back here, so I'm excited.
Okay, great. I'm happy to have you back and show subscribers and viewers out there what it's like to go on a reformer. So let me just go through one thing. A reformer, and this is a half Cadillac, and everything that you do on these, you can do on the mat, as well as, so everything is sculpted towards that, which is really cool. So we're gonna go through this, and it's a Sunday morning, and thank you for coming in. So let's start. So what I'm gonna do to start you out is you're gonna stand up for a moment, and I'm gonna have you lie where your shoulders are here, your head is here, and you're laying on your back, and I would like your feet here, please. Okay, let's get started. All right, let's see if you need a pillow. I'm gonna give you a cervical pillow under your head. Does that feel better?
Yes,
and then you're gonna bend your legs, please, and put them on the bar. Good, okay. So I remember when I worked on you before, you slightly arched a little bit your lower back. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna first put your hands here, just get you grounded into your body. You're gonna squeeze this ball lightly, okay? And I'm gonna ask you to put your heels more onto the bar. Good, stay right there for a moment. You're gonna take a nice deep breath in through your nose. And on the exhale, let the air, the ribs, drop down towards the pelvis. I would like you to just curl your sit bones under a little bit. Do you feel that connection? Now you're gonna slowly inhale again through your nose. And on the exhale, you're gonna allow your sit bones, which are under your buttocks, just to drop down a little bit. So let them drop down. Let your lower back just relax down on the mat. That looks great. Do you have any lower back discomfort today?
Just stiff a little bit.
It's a little stiff. Let's do that again then. Inhale again. Roll the pelvis up on the exhale. Okay, so soften here a little bit more. And I want you to keep this nice and soft and just roll the tailbone up towards your face and then roll it, no, not here, just the tailbone, there you go. And then roll it back down. And again. That's it. Just keep doing that for a little while. Because he does have a little tension in his lower back, we're gonna roll up and back down. And again. Good. Now, I'd like you to keep your back on the mat. Squeeze the ball lightly, and you're gonna bring your knees into your chest. Both knees. You're gonna hold on underneath your thighs for a moment. Keep your elbows a little bit lifted off the mat. You're gonna relax your feet for a second. That's it, Nesly. Good. And I'm gonna ask you to bring your heels up to tabletop, which your legs are right now at a right angle with your body. Do you feel that? And is there any back discomfort there? Now, as we're working today, if he is feeling back discomfort, I'm gonna ask him to bring his thigh bones a little bit closer in towards his belly button, okay? Relax your feet for a moment and just let everything be. You're gonna just squeeze lightly the ball. You're gonna draw your chin down and in. We're gonna lift, we're gonna flex up your upper back, open your elbows nice and wide for a moment. And I just want you to bring your head back a little bit, chin down and in. Right there is fine. Now, can we bring your thigh bones, keeping your back nice and just settled on the mat. Can you inhale and exhale? Try not to be tense in this. And inhale. Now this is the letter C. I know the viewers can't really see from here, but his back is curled up. His head is long on his spine. There you go. Now bring your arms up towards the ceiling for a moment. Stay there with your head, stay there with your head. Then come down slowly with your head, chin down and in to the last second. Bring your fingertips through here. Your hands are nice and long, your wrists are long. Can you draw your elbows away from the table? Good. Now draw the shoulders wide on the back. That's a protraction. And then let the shoulders drop down, elbows in. Let's bring the fingertips, the pinkies, towards the thighs. Not lose that connection with the lower body. And you're going to slowly, we have resistance, you're going to draw the arms down a little bit. Now I'm going to bring the camera a little closer so you can see Nesly. Okay, so you're going to bring those arms down slowly, halfway down. Good. And then come back up. Now keep the elbows reaching to the fingertip. As you go down, you're reaching out to go down. Do you feel that connection? And it goes right into his abdominals. And again, right? And again. Inhale, keep your thigh bones in a little bit. How's your lower back? Good. Exhale. Good. Now I'm going to probably keep his head down today, just because I noticed this is his first time doing this type of work, and he's a little tense in that area that I feel. So I feel that I'm just going to keep his head down neutral as he works the arms and keeps the legs right like how they are. Exhale, use your breath. Good. Now let's go up to a V. Inhale, keep the left elbow in more, and keep this reaching away from your spine a little bit. And now come back down. Come back up to the V. Good. Good. And then exhale, come back down. Great. Good. And again, inhale, how's the pressure, okay? Good. Exhale, come back down. Now I'm going to ask you to raise your heels higher and keep them there as they're not all the way, just bent slightly to that position. Now relax your feet and feel your inner thighs. Do you feel that? Exhale, come back down. Good. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, come back down. Good. Now you're going to bring your palms up a little bit. Let's open, bring the arms down more. Good. Let's open the shape away from your spine. Open that arm as well. Now think of the pinkies coming directly towards your hips. That's it. Nice. Beautiful. Inhale again. Keep reaching those arms away from the spine as you come down with the arms. Good. That's it. And again. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. 2 more. Keep your legs in a little more in. Exhale. Now I'm going to take this ball away. Can you bring your knees together now? Good. Lay them more towards your chest. Good. Exhale. Can you tell our viewers what you're feeling with this simple arm work?
Yes, at first my thigh was a little burning due to keep
The ball.
pressure there. But my core, I can feel it in my core. I'm really maybe now. But this is really good so far. It's going pretty good.
Okay, good. And remember that image I gave you, I don't know, a while back? So those ribs, we want to get that last rib on the exhale down into the mat, and you'll feel your ass. That's it. So if we don't breathe, it's hard to really get that connection into the abdominals. Good. Excellent work. And now bring those arms all the way back up. Place one foot onto the bar in front of you, and then the other foot onto the bar. Okay, so I'm going to move the camera so they can really see your feet a little bit here. Okay, so now we are going to bring one leg up to your chest. The other leg goes up into your chest. Great. And I'm going to put this bar high for a moment. You're going to place your heels onto the bar. Now I'm going to add some more springage. I'm not gonna go too heavy with Nesly because he's so strong in his legs and I really want him to feel his core. So what I'm gonna do is ask you to rotate your thigh bones in a little bit. And I want you to feel the inner part of the heel more than the outer part of the heel. And keep your knees in just a little bit. Now feel your left hip drop down a little bit. Good. Hands are going to go back onto the upper ribs. Feel your elbows nice and wide. Now you're going to go out on the inhale. Push out into your heels and lengthen your legs. Good, good, beautiful.
Push out.
Keep going, keep going. That's it. And then come back in. Now as you do this, Nesly, can you relax your lower back and feel your sit bones drop down? And I'm noticing, I know you had an injury here. Can we keep this left leg a little bit more internally rotated and feel this part of the heel? Okay, and again. Go out slowly, good. And then come back in. Nice. Give me a little more love on that left heel. Yes, feel that? Dropping those sit bones down, feeling that back nice and relaxed. Can we raise those elbows a little higher now? That's it, good work. And again. Great. Keep your left hip down more. Good job. Any knee pain? Great. And where are you feeling this? I'm not asking, like, do you feel your core connecting?
I'm trying to focus on breathing muscle.
Good, good, good. So as someone goes through this, they're gonna really get more into a meditative state. So in Pilates, I do think it's meditation because you really have to proprioceptively get into your body, understand where it is in space, and keep breath and flow going. And controlology and precision and control. There's so many variables within the movement. That's it. Now I'm going to show the subscribers and viewers out there and Nesly. I'm going to add a lot more weight for a second. Can you keep everything the same and push out gently? Do you feel the difference? And sometimes when you add more weight, it becomes more about the global muscles rather than, you see how it's different? So I'm just going to do a couple of these, but then we're going to go back to, because I want to get him more aligned. I'm working on something different. He has that strength right now, but I want to find out how he's recruiting. And when you see somebody who's recruiting, and want to find out how they're recruiting, it's easier to see their variables when it's a lighter weight. So I'm going to take that off. Good. Now, we're going to go into some one-legged work. I'm going to put his left heel here. His other leg is going to stay here in tabletop. And I'm going to lighten it up a little bit because I'm seeing something going on with his left leg. So let's go from there. You're going to push out. And I'm going to guide him a little bit. He tends to supinate on this foot. So I'm going to put my hand here and have him rotate his thigh bone in a little bit. And do you feel, Nesly, how that changes? And that's a better connection for him. I'm also going to tell him to probably get some massage work or get a foot roller to rub this area out because I can see it's very tight. And now go out. And, you know, we all have something. Nobody's perfect. I mean, so, but he's pretty strong. Now relax his foot. There you go. And the reason why I'm having him relax his feet is because when you tense there, you see how different it takes over your body instead of feeling muscles. Okay, let's go to the other side just because we're going to do a short version of a Pilates class. And then now bring your left thigh in more. Left thigh. Yes, good. Now go out slowly. Relax this foot. Good, Nesly. Excellent. And when you do unilateral work, you really see how you're stronger on one side than the other side. Good. laying in tabletop. How's your lower back?
Good, really good.
So when I work with a client who tells me they have some tenderness, I want to make sure that they're okay, and we're going to also work on that on the next exercise to loosen that up even more. Try to relax your lower back. Keep your left hip point down as you, but keep the thigh bone in. You feel the difference there?
Yeah.
There was a little shaking happening, so we found something. Good. Keep the left, okay, so what I'm seeing is right hip point is lowering as he pushes up. Can you keep your left hip point down? Keep your right hip point up as you go out. That's a different feeling, right? Ooh, keep it down, the left hip. Yes, Nesly. So what I'm seeing is he's losing that leg into the hip as he pushes out. That's it. Stay right there. Yes. Now give me small little pulse. Yes. That's different. Small. Yeah. I was going to say small pulses, but we don't need to do that. Okay. Now come down your toes for a second. I just want to stretch his calves. So I'm going to put my hand right here. You're going to push out with both legs. Good. And draw your heels under the bar. This is going to feel really nice for you. Oh, straight legs, please.
Sure.
Yep. Now, can you lower this foot a little bit more, the right foot? Okay. I'm going to put my hands right in between his heels. Can you connect more the inner leg? Now feel your right hip point down more. Yes. Now raise both heels up. Straight legs. That's it. And come back. Now, keep this tightly together. Relax your toes. Excellent. And now raise your heels up. And keep this hip point down. Yes, you feel that? And a little faster. Let's go 8. Can you feel more the center of that line? That's a different feeling, right? Good. Good, Nesly. Good. Right hip point down more. Yes, there it is. Keep it. Good. Is that different?
That's good.
Squeeze me more. One more. And then bend the legs and come in. Good job. Okay, you're going to stand up for a second. Now tell our viewers what you do for a workout, usually.
Whew, that was great. Well, I usually,
Maybe come into the camera a little bit. Yeah.
It depends on the workout.
Yeah.
You know, as me, my position is receiver, so I run a lot. So usually, after a long run, I usually come home and put the soccer on to recovery. But most of the time, it's a lot of running and a little bit of lifting to keep the muscles, tight. But as my position, I do a lot of running and a lot of other stuff. But,
Okay.
yeah.
So I'm going to change it because he's telling me some things as an instructor that I want to get into. Well, let's go first into your lower back stuff, okay? So I'd like you to put your hands here. Do you need knee pads? And your
No,
knees
no.
here, okay?
Should be comfortable.
All right, knees here, hands here, please. So I'm going to put him in quadruped for a moment. Draw your shoulders down, chin down and in. And now he's keeping his back nice and long for a moment. Good. I want you to keep your chin down and in a little bit more. That looks great. And we worked on the scapula moving this way. You remember when I said to you to keep, when you were bringing your arms down, to keep that lift under the armpits. That's it. Now, I want you just, looks great, Nesly. I want you to feel your sit bones drop underneath and then draw them back out for a second. And can you do that not moving here? Just your lower half. Yes, Nesly. Elbows in more. Yes, very good. And again, chin down and in a little bit. Beautiful. Now hold this position for a moment. I'm going to put my hand on his lower belly. I want you to just breathe right here. And I want you to focus on your lower belly going deep, three-dimensionally into the back space of his extensors. They're so strong, and I just want him to feel that difference when his transverse, which is his lower abdominals, are really connected. Do you feel that difference? Yes?
Yes.
Great work. Elbows in a little bit. Yes. Now, I want you to slowly sit back a little bit. Right there is perfect. You're going to draw your thighs back 4 inches without moving here. Push the carriage back and back in. That's all I want. Inhale. Good. Exhale. And your job is to feel your lower abdominals, yes?
Yes.
And now I'm going to take a spring off and make it a little easier so it gets more intense. Oh, smaller than that now. Smaller. That's it. Come all the way in and go out 2 inches now. And exhale in. Can you lift up in here more where my fingers are? That's it. Gorgeous. Good. So right now I'm working on that lower abdominal control. Chin down. Now I'm going to ask him, because we're going to go into some work right now with the same stance, but I'm going to ask him to lift his right hand to his forehead.
Straight or?
To your forehead. Palm facing down, I'm sorry. And you are going to keep that nice and wide and do the same exercise. Good. So it's going to take, it's more challenging here with one arm. Keeping that left elbow in. Good. That's it. Keeping the strength on this right side. Nice. And the breath working. And tell the viewers where you're feeling this.
My core.
Okay, yes. The core. Keep going. Breathe. 2 more. You're doing so well. And now I'm looking at his feet a little bit. I'm a perfectionist. I'm going to have him relax his toes, keep his ankles and heels more together. Do you feel how that changes everything? You started shaking.
Yeah.
1 more, Nesly. Gorgeous. And now you're going to go to the other side, please. Sometimes when someone does not connect well, he's doing a great job, but for tactile sensation, I'm going to put a half cylinder by his back so he can feel the breath go into the yes. Now go back. Now what I'm noticing, that cross diagonal, he tends to bend this elbow. Can you bring the elbow in and lengthen into the serratus, which is this area of your back? Do you feel the difference? Good. And again, go out. Nice work, and in. So I've been teaching Pilates for a long time, and I find that it's so interesting. The body is so complex. And when somebody, see, we found something.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. Tell the viewers, you need to sit up from there. I don't want you too uncomfortable. Tell the viewers what you were feeling.
The biggest difference is I'm using a lot of, it's more like a body weight, so it's kind of, since I'm not used to it, so I have to learn how to control my body, which by using the core. As you can see, I'm shaking. I think that's what I'm shaking.
So on the right side,
it's a little bit more weaker.
and what's interesting is this was the diagonal that you had problems with that left knee. So then that says to an instructor that we have to do some right work, a right side upper body work. Okay, so now let's go into a push-up position, a plank position. You're going to keep your feet where they are, hands here, and I'm going to make it a little harder for him. Not that I'm being mean, I'm trying to squeeze this for me. There you go. Now, thumbs on top, and take your knees off gently. And now you're going to lengthen your thighs. Good job. Now, can you give me more connection to your right thigh? Wow. Now, sit bones down. Sit bones down. Ooh, keep this lift. Remember, chin down and in. Elbows in. Now take the carriage back 4 inches and then forward. And I just want to remind the viewers out here, this is really his, second time doing it. I mean, first time we worked, he hardly did that much reformer. Now strengthen this right thigh. Yes, Leslie, there you go. Good. Now lift up in here. Yes, gorgeous. I see a little bit of an arch here, so I'm going to ask him to take his tailbone under. Yes, you feel that? Keep your hips up, please. Good. Breathe, breathe, and then slowly come back down. Good. Bend your legs and come down. Excellent. So now I'm going to give him a stretch. We're going to probably not do film the whole.
Oh my
All
God.
right, so you're gonna stay there. You're gonna put your right foot here.
Stay here for this year.
Yeah, and I want you to put your hands behind your. Are you good at balance?
Well, I'm alright. I can do it.
Okay, that's good. So let's bring your elbows forward. Get this area back. Good. Good. And breathe for a moment. Flex this. Good. Now you're getting a stretch right here. Right?
Yes.
Okay, now bring those elbows forward more. Elbows forward more. More. Now take your tailbone down. Good. Now push out from your back leg. Hold it. Breathe. Good. He's doing well. And then come back in. Now I see something, but I'm going to let it go. Your left foot should be a little bit more in front of the rest. But don't worry about it, right? Unless, can you put your hands down for a second? And adjust this foot in front, Yeah, that's what I see. Okay, so that told me that that's something we need to work on and stuff. So right foot on the bar, please. And if you need to put your hands down, please, by all means. So elbows forward. Good, breathe for me. Now push out from your foot. The back of the heel, yeah, I should say your right leg. Hold it there. Good job. And then come back in. And then I'm going to ask you to put your hands on the bar in front of you. Right in the inner part of the right foot, both hands. And open, yeah, thumbs on top, please. Thumbs on top, please. Yeah, there you go. Now you're going to push out with your front leg. Nope, front leg. Yes, we're going right into the hamstring. You feel that?
Yes,
now
definitely.
flex your toes back. Good. Drop the head and breathe for me. Good. Chin down and in. So tell the viewers how long you played football for.
For about 8 years.
Yeah.
This is definitely a good stretch right there. I can definitely feel it.
Good, good, good. And then come back in. So mostly men come to Pilates for flexibility, core strength, and push out again, posture, and push down. Chin down and in. And there's so many modalities. You can do yoga, you can do Pilates work, just stretching work, and hold it right there. But it's so important to do a little bit of everything to keep our bodies balanced. Keep the breath going, and then we're going to go to the other side. Good work. And so viewers out there, if you've never done Pilates, there's so many reputable Pilates studios around the world. Bring your left foot there, and let's start with the hands behind the head and elbows forward a little bit to connect that serratus. Good. The spine. Good. And now push out. And flex your left foot a little bit. Good. And there are also affordable classes all over as well. Good. And again. Keep that heel down. Good. And come back in. Nice. 2 more. Pilates is also very good for Parkinson's. Good. For rehab, for toning, for just getting to, get into your body. I mean, that's the biggest gift, is to know your body, right?
Yeah.
And to understand it and where it is in space. 1 more. Good. Keep your eyes focused. Keep your left elbow up, left elbow forward more. Keep your eyes down a little bit. Now put your hands please on the bar. You're doing so well. And now push out with your front leg. Flex your left foot and push out. Good work. Chin down a little bit. So it's interesting, sometimes people like to flex with their neck, and I'm really getting him. Do you feel the difference? To keep that head and tail relationship. Good. And with every client, it's completely different. I mean, that's the beauty of us, is we're all individually beautifully organized, and we all have to work on different things. Now, with this hip, I want you to draw the hip down more. Yes, good. Do you feel the difference? That right hip point up, left hip point. Now bring your shoulders over to the right. Your body to both shoulders to the right. Now lift your right side more. Don't drop it. There you go. Lift it here. Lift this. Yes, you feel it? And again, hold it right there. Chin down and in. Breathe. Inhale and exhale. One more. And it's not about how far. It's less is more. Always the way I work. I'd rather you find where you are and try not to push yourself to a point of injury or something so you recruit in a non-good alignment way. I'm all about alignment. I love it, but also sometimes we have to let the alignment go and just have fun. One more. And move. Good. Oh, ribs over to me, up to me. Yes, you feel that difference? So sometimes when somebody's tight, they'll organize and kind of ruin that organization to get into
That's
the place.
One thing, yeah, I'm a little bit stiff.
Yes, that's it. And now you're gonna stand up for me, right next to me, please. And tell our viewers how you feel after we just did a little bit of reform.
Yeah, I can feel, it felt great. I can feel my body feel a little bit different, but the hardest thing for me that I realized that I have to focus on the core.
Right.
Without that, then I can't really stay balanced. As you can see, I was shaking a little bit. So it was good. It was really, really good.
All right.
It was good.
Anyway, we will be doing some more segments, but I just wanted to show you a little bit more with the reformer today. Sounding off, thank you so much,
Thank you.
Nesly, and thank you viewers for chiming in today. Sounding off from Boca Raton, Florida. Take care.